Okay, so I'm on a walk. I accidentally recorded like 40 minutes of yapping, but I'm going to try to be like more professional with this and shorter and just do a general channel update. So I haven't uploaded in a while. That is a problem. I am failing as a content creator here. Not that I have that many people to satisfy, but I know I at least have like a few. I know I have my cousins. Yeah, so I haven't uploaded in a bit, and I've been kind of wanting to try to do content again, but I have been going through pit stops. There's been controllers breaking, my computer generally being a piece of shit that isn't good for recording, and general demotivation. But there's been so much new content for Ultra Kill, there really isn't that much of an excuse for me to have not been recording it. There's been a lot of new stuff. A whole layer dropped, for fuck's sake. A whole layer. You know how insane that is? And, like, since, again, I know my cousins might watch, I'll try to briefly explain. It's loosely based off of Dante's Inferno, so, 9 circles of hell, it's got the layers of hell, and the eighth layer came out, like, over a month ago now, maybe 2, so it was a while ago at this point. There's been patches, and I played Fraud, like, immediately upon release. It was cool. It was buggy, though. Like, I did play not just day 1, but minute 1. I was fucking there for the immediate release. Like, I was waiting for that update to appear on the Steam page. But yeah, it was fun. It was cool. I'm going to try not to yap about it nearly as much as I did before. The patches have also added a lot of neat stuff. The one thing I actually forgot to mention in my 40-minute rant was the default piercer being able to split on coins. Actually, I don't know if I forgot. I am sleep deprived. I'm trying to keep this as brief as possible without having to edit too much, because that's the main reason I'm recording this at all, is because I do not feel like editing down a 40-minute yap session. But Fraud was cool. I liked it. I haven't been making content on anything that's come out of it, though. Like, default piercer can split coin. It's buggy right now, but it is really, really cool, because it means default piercer is actually useful now, outside of really niche cases. Because it used to only have, like, really, really niche uses compared to, like, just the normal, using alt piercer. Almost everybody would prefer alt piercer, because it had insane single target damage from hitting coins. But now that default piercer has a split coin effect, and also heavily increased weak point damage, making it that much better. It can actually kill schisms by hitting them in the legs now, which is cool. Not that we don't have plenty of ways to kill schisms, but, like, always neat to have our way to kill those little cockroaches. Let's see, and outside that, there's been the shotgun changes that came with recent patches. They got a lot of love for recent patches. You can projectile boost, and the pellets won't bounce away from the explosion, because they're no longer affected by explosions. Snails are also not affected by explosions. You can whip slam storage, which I'm just going to try to make a video on at some point instead of yapping about it here, because it's a lot to talk about slam storage as a concept. Honestly, I probably should have just leaned into ranting for my 40-minute yap video. It probably would have been more interesting that way. But alas, I didn't. Okay, so we're at the 4-minute mark now. I'm going to try to continue being quicker about this. So, update was good. It was buggy as hell, though. We've been getting patches. They haven't fixed the performance that much, but they have fixed a lot of, like, out-of-bounds bugs and such. So, they've been working hard. The devs been working hard. They took a short break, I think, and they deserved it, because they did rush the hell out to get Fraud released. Like, they even had a last-minute grind on fixing horrible, horrible bugs, apparently, on the day it released, on the day it was supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out a lot earlier in the day, but it ended up coming out later because the devs discovered like a bunch of really game-breaking bugs and fraud that fucked it up bad. But yeah, basically, I do want to try to get back to content. It's probably not going to be voiced like this unless I can get my shit together and learn to talk and walk effectively. Because again, I have problems with like recording my voice inside. I don't know why. I'll get over it eventually. But I am going to try to figure out what to get for content, because I have options. I just don't like dealing with those options. I've also been dealing with controllers and shit breaking recently, which I kind of need for gaming on the PC. Because PlayStation controllers randomly decided to just not fucking work for some reason. The one that I used, if it vibrates for more than a few seconds, it just turns off, which is really weird. And our ones are weird about staying connected. I don't know. I might just have to get myself like an actual PC gaming controller at this point, just so I don't have something break. And then there's the Xbox controller, which recently its right trigger, yesterday, its right trigger broke for some reason. My current replacement controller is not good. It's an old-ass Xbox controller. The joysticks are chewed on by cats. It's really sticky because it had a wrap on it. It's just not a good experience for gaming. It's really stiff, too. Overall, not what you want for Ultra Kill. I might end up just taking a break from Ultra Kill as a whole and try playing some other games for a little bit. I'm gonna try to see what I can do for content on easier to record games like Silksong. I feel like Silksong shouldn't be too performance costing. Like, it should theoretically record fine. I've already made some progress, but I wouldn't mind just like continuing to record. And I've been suggested to try streaming. The only problem with that is I have no idea if that would work at all. Because streaming, the computer doesn't like doing that at all. It freaks the hell out. So I don't know how well it would do. I'd have to test some different games. I might try figuring out how streaming works soon and see what games I could stream theoretically. I do technically have Minecraft, so if I really wanted to go for something easy to stream, something that doesn't cost much performance-wise, I could just play Minecraft. Thing is, I don't really play much Minecraft. It wouldn't be bad to like do a series of like me trying to get to Minecraft after not playing it for nearly a decade. Because yeah, I really haven't played Minecraft much at all. I haven't gotten into it for a while. I played it Xbox 360 times. But yeah, this is 8 minutes now. Basically, this is mostly just supposed to be a channel update. I did want to try yapping more about like the actual recent stuff that got added in Ultra Kill more, but that led into talking for so incredibly long that it just wasn't a digestible channel update video. Hopefully this is digestible. I hope people have attention spans that can reach like 9 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you to anybody who does care about the fact that I haven't uploaded content. If you're mad at me, that's a sign that I have something that apparently has people that want to watch it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it. See you next time. Moist Critical ass outro.